Wait for the Yuri part. Also, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
My bad. Okay. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monaco that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any of the clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Ah ha. Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival so much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Yeah, everybody except for Yuri's hair is practically the same stinking color. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Niznos, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Oh. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. Okay. My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds.
ERM, what the sigma is this?
It's a game, Logan. It's not what you think it is.
T.
Okay. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp to something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh! I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and give that back. Fine, fine. Enough with these stupid noises. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Oh my gosh.
I've slain the tall black man. What is this stream?
Wait, what do you mean you've slain the tall black man, Logan? Kid, if you know Markiplier, just go look up what he did on it.
Skyny.
Logan, you make no sense. Okay. Hopefully we get to the plot soon, because...
Tall, skinny, antisocial black man. I've seen 2 seconds of this.
Oh my gosh.
Top 2 fav streams so far.
Alright.
Enderman.
Oh, Enderman. Enderman.
Also, do you not have school?
No, we do not have school today. I don't know why, but we don't have it, so. Anyway. Sayori sittles up behind
I have
Natsuki
school.
and puts her hands on her shoulders. Well, that sucks for you. I definitely could not. What? I definitely could be spending.
In science.
Why are you? If you're in science, why are you watching, like, the stream? Shouldn't you be focused on, you know, science?
ID.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Don't judge me for this, because if you know what the lore of the game is, it's not what you think it is. Okay.
Science rules.
Logan, you are not Bill Nye the Science Guy. Shut up. Okay. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Yup.
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. That's not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing the deepest, oh my god, reaches to your heart. Do you have experience with that? Blah blah blah. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. Like, shut up! We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Got to go
let's
back
do
to
it.
class.
Oh, really? You gotta go back to class. Well, maybe you shouldn't be watching something that you shouldn't be watching during class. Anyway, get good grades and stuff. Get good grades, kid.
Good time to learn. Purple 1 fav so far.
Purple one? Yeah, same. Too bad what happens to her. Bye-bye. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Knees Nose? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Stop it. Stop it. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I wanted to join this
I
club!
like the chair behind the punk.
You like the chair behind the punk. What chair? Which one?
Right side.
Right side. Oh. Okay. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Why'd they all look at me like that? All 4 girls stare at me back at me with dejected eyes. But? I'm sorry. I thought. Knees Nose. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Oh my gosh! Stop it. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Oh my god. One by one, these girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. Why? Get out of here! If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Well, technically. Then that makes that official. Same thing. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting.
For the cupcakes and the cupcakes alone.
Exactly! Congratulations, Logan. Fist bump. Hold on, where's the fist bump emoji? I can't find it, hold on. Fist bump!
Emoji right facing fist.
Okay. Oh, shut up, you stupid window. Okay. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. I'm not reading that.
Emoji left facing fist.
Oh yeah!
I found it.
Congrats. Okay. Knees Nose, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Knees Nose, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, I might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow close. Oh my god. Please. No. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Let's write a poem, y'all! Woo-woo! It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Misfortune. Scars. Aura. Nibble, what the fuck? Memories. I'm just picking random words, okay? I don't really care who likes them. I can suck it. Broken. Crimson. Email. What the hell? I'll do email. Alone. Intellectual. Headphones. Playground. Oh. Starting to sound like Naruto here. Lazy. Eternity. Oh, the people who like it jump. Oh, I just noticed that. No, they don't. Never mind. I'm dumb. Okay. Philosophy. Oh, no, they do. Okay. Strawberry disaster, puppy smell, vitality. Oh. Doki Doki Poetry Slam. Just earned a trophy. Socks. How is socks? Okay, whatever. Is that mouse like as in an animal or as in like keyboard and mouse? Unending. Analysis. Wait, why does Yuri keep jumping? These are all cool words. Okay, Yuri apparently is my favorite now. Okay. I had to pick that because that's just funny. The topic itself is not funny. Don't do that. But I wanted to see who would jump, and the fact that Yuri did. I think I know why Monica's not on here. Okay. Time. How is... Okay. Uncanny. Okay. Hi again, Knees Nose. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Knees Nose. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like they deserve any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Okay. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Oh, don't worry. Oh, shit. Don't worry, guys. Knees Nose always gives their best as long as they're having fun. I'm not saying he, because I'm not a he. They help me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy, so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. No! Stop it! How come you and Nose can become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess it's up. That means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want it. I don't want to read this because this is like, meh. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for this club.
Got to go. My Minecraft house is burning down.
Oh crap! Well then, why is your house okay? Go be a firefighter. Go save your house. Jeez. Like jump scare. Okay. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she is waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Why'd the music change? Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave to me, right? That's the book you gave to me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. Oh my gosh. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. This book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Why does this book actually sound interesting? I want to read this. Okay. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ah ha ha! Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Knees Nose? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. So she's so shy and reclusive on the outside. But her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should, let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means that you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true, in fact. I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Ah ha ha. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I'd put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Oh, same thing. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Yuri, you got your own book, man. Read it from your own book. Don't make this weird. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Ah ha ha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and then I hold my book more between the two of them. Oh, stop that! Stop. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes things kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, why does it have to change perspective? Why? No. Okay. Yuri takes out her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefingers. Okay, technically on my side, she's holding the entire stinking book. Hand it over. It's my book. You gave it to me. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page, Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Yo! Yo! Can we just get to the plot, please? This is sounding really weird to people who don't know this game. Are you ready? You turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volitation. I don't fucking know. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Could you please stop being so verbal in your mind? Like, you don't have to use these big fancy words. Like, stop it. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Ooh. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but Knees knows. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Ugh. I guess it's... Oh! I'm not reading that. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? I guess I don't really have much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, or Monika? I'll do Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. This is a good poem, Nisnos. Are you sure it's your first... I'm not saying that because I don't want this getting clipped. Of course, it's not that good. Am I the kind of person who would be writing poems in their spare time?
I guess you're right.
That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Niece Nose. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Big differ. Trying new things is like... trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Stop it. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright. I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry. I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh, jeez. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through the blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori's a big back. Let's go. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I do it every day, and I'm fine. So. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's is the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? I keep hitting my head on my stinking blobfish hanging from my ceiling. I don't really want to show it to Yuri, because this guy's a weird guy. Not Yuri herself, but like, the dude. I'll do Natsuki. Because why not? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like what I said was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you wanna get smacked? Bitch, I'll fight you. Square up. Come on. I'll pass. Oh, come on! I'm gonna fight this little girl. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. I'm sure I won't like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That was shit. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I don't like it! What? Just be honest, I am not. Why are you so convinced that I would like it? I'm changing this because I didn't like your poem. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously. Well, I wouldn't either. Especially when your hair looks like that. But isn't that the point of poems? For people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. What? Okay. Her message kinda sucked, but okay. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. That didn't hit me at all. More like a tap on the shoulder. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Well, that's not really the message you put through your poem. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line, so you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? I honestly expected more from you, Natsuki, but... Don't talk to me. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. You should've. We're going Monica. Hi, Knees Nose.
Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Knees Nose. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true.
I am Monica, my poem.
Great job, Knees Nose.
I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Yeah, I know. Unlike Sayori, who likes simple, indirect words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning of it. Same thing. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. Do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up different. I'll end up trying different things a lot. I can't talk. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most, so don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Now, this better be the best stinking poem that I've ever read, or else I'm gonna beat you up, Monica. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind, like film, left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas... What? Already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. If you know what the words you're saying, yeah. Your handwriting is kind of shit. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper, then tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I guess I have to show Yuri my stupid poem. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Yeah, what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. Oh. They're gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. Gosh. Diddly-do. I'm already tired of this game because of this stinking thing. How long does it take to get to, like, the actual plot points? So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, it's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually... I'm gonna insert a word so this doesn't get taken out of context. This is actually my first time writing a poem. Really? Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as in breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Stupid car. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. In the end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not that something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh my gosh, not the handwriting. It's all like, whoo, it's all like cursive and stuff, but not cursive. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, I think's what it says. Yeah. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calms breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Huh? Okay, can I like change the font? It's getting hard to read. You should be sorry. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. Oh no, I'm gonna have a rebuttal like, oh no, you don't have terrible handwriting. But she does. I was barely able to read that. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but I was. But it took you a long time to read. Oh. How does she know? I don't get it why we didn't just type this out on a computer. Then I'd be able to read it. Well, I just don't read script very often. Is that what her handwriting is called? Because I don't like it. It might be pretty, but it's not, doesn't mean it's easy to read. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's the first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Who? Wait. Huh? Wait. H-U-H. I'm just gonna say that. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, and he knows. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But I remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Alright, I see you! And soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Ah. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best. Ah, me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. I mean, maybe not Suki's, but... This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what... sorry. I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem... I don't know the word. I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem. No. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that! I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Niz knows it too. I did not. So based on that, I'll gladly give some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something Damn it. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Niz liked my poem too, you know. I did not say that. The game might have said that, but I didn't say that at all. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. But I like this song. I like the background music. I like this one. It goes hard. How have I been doing this for? Oh, over an hour. I don't really feel like doing much more of this. Oh my god. Okay. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Niz appreciates my advice more than they appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that... And how do you know that they didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Sayori, get out of here. I want to see them fight. Well, you know what? I wasn't... What the fuck? What the fuck? No! This is one of the reasons I didn't want this fucking game on stream. I don't want to get murder! Spoiler, my bad. Can we please drop this topic? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls... Oh. Turned towards me as if I just noticed I was standing there. These knows. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Niece knows. Wait, there is a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Niece knows? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Sayori, help me! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth, so instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? He knows. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never! It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give so many feelings with just a few words, and Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that, and Yuri's are the same they've always were. What the fuck? What the fuck? I think Sayori's a lesbian. What the fuck? Oh my god. Jesus. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. I would too! I'd leave the Sneaking Literature Club. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president? I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Ahaha. No. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Foreshadow, foreshadow. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I can get the chance to talk to her a little more. I thought it was change. Damn, I really do suck at reading. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was lots of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. These knows how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Oh, what? Huh? Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. Your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do a little better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Ease nose, are you to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see where they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Knees knows, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to... We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay. I don't know what those. Okay. So, that's all I'm doing for now. But I don't know how much more of that I could take. And it's stinking sitting. So, hopefully, it's not as bad next stream or next video. Whatever one you catch. Hopefully you watch the next one. But, adios amigos. Cheez-Its for life. See y'all in the next one.